Is Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos engaged? November 5, 2024. Hello, Bachelor Nation news fans. Welcome back to the channel. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is nearing the end of her journey and fans are anxious to know how it will all play out. Everyone saw Pascal Evies decide to leave before the evening portion of their fantasy suite date. They also saw her 2 dates take place with both Chalk Chapel and Guy Gansert. These 2 men are her final 2. Now, Reality Steve is not only revealing who Joan chooses in the end, but is also revealing if she is engaged or not. Remember, Joan always said getting engaged was not really her goal. Did it happen or not? Keep reading to get the school. Warning, spoilers ahead. Does Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos get engaged on season finale? Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos will be wrapping up her journey to find love again very soon. Fans will see the men tell all air this Wednesday, November 6. The men who Joan has sent home will get to reunite with each other and also speak to Joan to get closure on their relationships that didn't work out. The season finale will include the final rose ceremony and also the After the Final Rose special. This will air on November 13 on ABC. In the meantime, Reality Steve is dishing out spoilers about what fans can expect. While there may be some missing details, he has been able to reveal who Joan will give her final rose to and whether or not she got engaged. Plus, he shared if they are still together and engaged today. Steve went to his daily podcast to share that between Guy Gansert and Chalk Chapel, Joan has decided she is in love with Chalk. In the beginning, he wasn't able to determine if they had gotten engaged or not in Tahiti. However, now he confirms they did get engaged. He also shared that Chalk and Joan are still together and engaged today. Where will they live? Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos has also shared in interviews that she has no plans to move away from her family. She also does not plan on making her final rose winner move either. She is confident that long distance can work out if both put in the work. Since they are older and established, there is no reason to uproot lives and move. They are both getting closer to retirement age and also do not want to be too far from their own family. What do you think about Joan reportedly choosing Chalk Chapel? Do you think their relationship will work out and last a long time? Stay tuned for more updates. Today, we're diving deep into the roller coaster finale of the Golden Bachelorette and whether Joan Vassos, our elegant leading lady, ended her journey with an engagement. Did she finally say yes to a happily ever after, or did she stay true to her original plans of simply finding love without the weight of a ring? Spoilers ahead, so proceed with caution. Does Joan Vassos get engaged on the season finale? The journey for Joan Vassos has been anything but ordinary. Nearing the end of the season, she had already navigated a path paved with memorable connections, heartfelt goodbyes, and countless decisions. As we approach the Men Tell All special, airing November 6, viewers will finally get to see Joan reconnect with the men she sent home, offering closure to relationships that once held potential. Emotions will run high as the cast gathers to rehash both the beautiful and challenging moments they shared with Joan. Then comes the final rose ceremony and After the Final Rose special on November 13, where Joan will make her final choice. This moment promises to be filled with suspense, raw emotion, and the burning question, will Joan get engaged? Enter Reality Steve, who always keeps fans in the loop. According to him, Joan's journey concludes with a decision between Chalk Chapel and Guy Gansert. Yet, fans were shocked when Pascal Evies, another strong contender, decided to leave before the evening portion of their fantasy suite date. He cited personal reasons, and his exit brought Joan's final choice down to 2 remarkable men, Chalk and Guy. Despite a deep connection with both, Reality Steve revealed that Joan ultimately gave her heart to Chalk Chapel. But the question remains, did this decision end in an engagement? Surprisingly, despite her previous hesitation about commitment, Joan and Chalk did, in fact, get engaged in Tahiti. And yes, They are reportedly still together and very much in love. The final choice: Chalk Chapel versus Guy Gansert. When it comes to the men left standing, each represents a different path for Joan. Chalk Chapel, with his adventurous spirit and warm-hearted approach to life, swept Joan off her feet from their very first date. Fans could see a natural chemistry between them, one that grew stronger as the season progressed. Chalk's sincerity, combined with his deep admiration for Joan's journey and values, made him a frontrunner in viewers' eyes. Then there was Guy Gansert, whose grounded personality offered Joan a sense of stability and calm. Where Chalk brought excitement, Guy brought comfort. They bonded over shared experiences and a mutual desire for companionship in their later years. Guy's authenticity struck a chord with Joan, but in the end, it was Chalk who captured her heart. For many in the world of bachelor relationships, relocation is part of the journey. But for Joan and Chalk, things are a bit different. Joan has openly shared her commitment to remaining close to her family. With grandchildren and a tight-knit community, her roots are firmly planted. Chalk, on the other hand, has no desire to uproot his life either. He, too, is family-oriented and values the life he's built. Their solution? Embracing a long-distance relationship. Joan and Chalk are committed to putting in the work and believe that love doesn't need proximity to thrive. They're both in their golden years, an age where career moves and relocations no longer take precedence. For them, maintaining independence is key, and they both seem perfectly happy to navigate love across state lines. Chalk has been surprisingly candid about his love for Joan and the excitement he feels about their future. In a post-season interview, he shared his perspective, saying, "At this point in our lives, love doesn't need a daily reminder. Joan and I both know who we are, and we've come together without the illusions or expectations that sometimes cloud younger relationships. I think that's what makes this work." The words resonated with fans who followed his journey. Many praised his openness, viewing his approach as a breath of fresh air in a reality TV landscape, often filled with drama and conflict. What do they want for the future? In several interviews, Joan has expressed her desire to keep life as simple as possible. She's comfortable in her independence and has no plans to rush into a traditional married life with shared residences or routines. Instead, Joan and Chalk plan to spend meaningful time together, travel, and be there for one another through the many seasons that lie ahead. So, what do you think? Are you thrilled to see Joan Vassos engaged to Chalk Chapel? Do you believe their relationship will endure the challenges of a long-distance engagement? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates on Bachelor Nation news.